want to bring in Lawson Naidoo. He's a political commentator. He should be on the line from Cape Town. Lawson, do you agree with Lindsay? Is this Jacob Zuma playing a game of brinkmanship?
Well, I think it's partly that, but it's also him being defiant and refusing to accept the edict from the leadership of the African National Congress that have called upon him to resign. He's clearly lost the confidence of his own political party. They've now taken a decision that he must resign today. If he fails to do so, they will support a motion of no confidence in him in Parliament tomorrow. So this is really, I think, Jacob Zuma attempting to play the victim, to try and say that he's done nothing wrong. It's very clear that these matters have been discussed in the ANC, not just in the last couple of weeks or since the December conference, but these are issues that have been discussed in NEC meetings over the last 2 years. There have been 8 previous motions of no confidence in Parliament. So the reasons why South Africans want him to step down are very clear. His mismanagement of the economy, the fact that unemployment has risen, economic growth is at a low ebb, corruption scandals engulf the president, and he is a liability to his own political party, which is why they want him removed sooner rather than later. His appeal for another 3 months is one that was made to the National Executive Committee and was roundly rejected, and they've asked for him to step down immediately. And it is a bit of brinksmanship, but I think the ANC have now played their hand and said that they will, whatever the outcome of this statement, they will remove him tomorrow at the latest.
Is this, do you think, Jacob Zuma trying to save face in some way? He is suggesting an alternative that he would stay until at least June to attend a number of summits. He talks about wanting to make sure that the perception of South Africa across the continent is a good one. Is this Jacob Zuma trying to save face?
Well, it is trying to save face and try to portray unity and try to say that he's willing to cooperate with the ANC. But as I say, they've lost confidence in him. In my opinion, ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa needs no introduction from Jacob Zuma to the broader international community, let alone leaders across the African continent. He's well known to them. He certainly has the support of the ANC, having been recently elected as its president. And I think South Africans across the board have been calling for President Zuma to step down for some time now. So he's seeking to, as I say, play the victim and to try and get some sympathy, to say that he's being treated unfairly. They haven't given him reasons. And I think because they didn't want to end up in this kind of spat with him that is currently playing out on national television screens in South Africa at the moment, and to say, we've lost confidence in you, we have a new leader, and we want him to take the country forward rather than you.
Not a good look for the ANC at all. Is this highlighting divisions for the ANC? I mean, it must be quite an embarrassing situation. The ANC had clearly wanted to avoid getting to this point of taking it to a no-confidence vote.
I think exactly that. That's why they've tried very hard over the last couple of weeks with a number of meetings which the president has outlined now that they've had with him to try and persuade him to resign, to avoid this sort of public spat that we are now seeing, and to behave in the way that President Mbeki did back in 2008. When the ANC leadership called upon him to resign, he felt it was unfair, but he nevertheless abided by their decision and tendered his resignation to Parliament almost immediately. He did not seek to drag it out in this way, and I think what President Zuma is doing has the potential to create divisions within the ANC. But I think what is clear, certainly over the last few days, is that people who previously supported the Zuma faction within the ANC have jumped ship, have realized that the future of politics in South Africa, the future of their political careers lies under the leadership of Cyril Ramaphosa, and they are now siding with him. The fact that it's the ANC Secretary General, who's been a staunch Zuma ally over the years, that has been leading the calls and making the public announcements saying that Zuma must now go, should tell President Zuma that he really has lost confidence even of his supporters.